Okay, son. I need to ask you a few questions. First, do you understand that this is a fictitious scenario that will be recorded?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the meaning of the word fictitious?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell me.
Non-real character or scenario.
Very good, son. Next, do I have your permission to record the interview and submit it to Walden University?
Yes, ma'am. You have my permission.
Thank you very much. Well, hello, Miss Caitlin. How are you today?
I'm doing better.
You're doing better. Well, tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I've enrolled the kids into school, and I've talked to their father, and he's seen them. He's seen them since the last time me and you've met. Uh, we've been still going through the divorce, and I'm still trying to find a lawyer. But also, I'm running out of money for rent and to feed the kids and to feed myself. And as I said, school is coming up. I need to buy them some type of clothing, some type of school supplies, just something to get them to be able to go to school.
And this must be very hard for you. Schools is coming up pretty soon. I see you brought Jonathan.
Yes, ma'am.
So is Jonathan's school, is that a concern also? How old is Jonathan? 9 months, is
9
that
months.
correct?
Yes,
So pre-K, preschool is too early for preschool. So you need child care, is that correct?
I would need a babysitter. Yes, ma'am. I would
But
need some money to pay the babysitter.
money, all right, that is true. Now, when we talked before, you mentioned feeling alone. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? How are you this week with those feelings?
I still feel alone. I haven't really talked to any of my friends that I have had before we started this divorce. I don't really have anybody to contact them. Honestly, I haven't paid my phone bill. I don't have internet at the house either. I use a payphone to call my husband, and I don't really have anybody to talk to about anything that's really going on. So I've just been holding it all into myself.
You're holding it all in. I notice Jonathan sleeps through these interviews. He gets his rest. That's good. I wish you could get some rest. I'm hearing you. It sounds like you're very stressed. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, all this, no money, and I haven't had a job yet, or even an interview yet. My husband, he barely calls, or my ex-husband, he barely calls back. He said he might call me next week. That's a might. I want to feed my children, and well, I can't even sleep at night. Just the lack of food for my children even. I barely been getting any sleep this whole week.
This must be very stressful for you. No sleep, concerned about food. I'm hearing you say you're concerned about rent. You seem to be carrying quite a bit on your shoulder right now. Is there any support from your family? Do you have any family support system?
No, ma'am. All of my family they live out of state, and like I said, I don't have a phone to contact them. I don't know their numbers by heart.
Hmm.
But as soon as I would be able to pay my phone bill, I would hopefully call them and maybe get some type of support from them.
So, what I'm hearing, if I'm hearing you correctly, child care is one of our concerns. Also, I'm hearing that you are concerned about employment. Food is a concern. This is a big concern. I must say that you are to be commended for having so compassionate about your children. There have been some things that we have worked with other clients. May I share that information with you?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the things I've noticed with some clients who have also gone through separation and divorce, who have become single mothers, we have a peer support group. I'm hearing you say that you have experienced some feelings of loneliness. And so we have a peer support group of women who've gone through divorce, who've gone through the transition, and who've managed to progress and move forward. Do you think you might be interested in meeting with some of these women?
Yes, ma'am. I think it would help greatly with everything that's going on, just to be able to talk to somebody and get advice from these other women. I think that would help a lot.
Well, that's good. We have some other things that Respite Ministry may be able to help you with in terms of child care and food. Now, I know that food is a big issue, and we have to make sure that your children, particularly Jonathan and the other two, are provided for. We have a food bank. Would you be willing to accept donations?
Yes, ma'am. That would help so much.
That okay? We can do that. I've also heard you say that you spoke with your husband. Will you tell me a little bit more about how that conversation went?
Well, we talked more about the divorce and how I asked him if he would take the kids at least so they could eat. And he said no. Why would he say no? They're his own children. They need to eat. I obviously can barely support myself rather than us as a group. He has a job. He doesn't want to send any money my way. And I don't understand. He has family too. They don't even know about the divorce. So I'm just sitting here all alone by myself trying to take care of these kids, and it's not like he doesn't even want them.
Oh, my. It must be very stressful for you. I'm hearing you say that you don't have family close, so perhaps the peer support might be able to rally around you and create a network of support for you, positive network. So we will definitely work towards that. And now you mentioned work. What type of work are you interested in?
Well, in high school, I was actually very good at math, so I was hoping an accountant. But I would also like to go back to college. But first, I would like to get my job first. And well, I sent the job application into this small company. They replied, but I'm not sure when the interview is. Like I said, I don't have a phone. I would have to either go up there or call them again. And as soon as I get enough money together, I'll take a trip to the payphone and I will call them again to see how things are going with them.
All right. So you're up. I'd like to congratulate you for taking that big step towards looking for employment. That is very good. Have you had any experience with resume writing?
No, ma'am, I have not at all. I have not worked in this whole time that me and my husband have been married.
So during the 10-year marriage, your work has been with the home, raising the children. Okay, very good. Now we have a group of people here, professionals who come and volunteer, and they help with resume writing, they help with interviewing process. So they help prepare men and women who are re-entering the workforce and those who are entering the workforce for the first time. And we have had some success. Do you think you might be interested in meeting with some of our coaches?
Yes, ma'am, I think that would help a lot in the sense of me being able to get a job. I appreciate you throwing that out there for me.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Well, there are food banks available, as I said before. Just to recap some of your concerns, uh, the peer support group might be able to just provide you with a network. You may develop some friendships there and maybe even some resources among the women because they can create a community there. I'm hearing you talk about math. It sounds like you like math and you're speaking about accounting. That's really pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
You like the numbers.
Yes, they come to me better.
I noticed when you started to talk about math, your face lit up, you smiled. So we're going to see what we can do to get you with some math. We do have teachers here who can help you with the resume, as I mentioned before, the counselors. Math is a really good career. So, do you think you might be interested in working with our career resources? We have mentors here who might be able to work with you. Do you think that might work for you?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I do. I think that would be a good idea. Would they be able to help me find a job, hopefully?
Well, that's the goal to help prepare you so that you can have a resume, a professional resume. They will also help you with the coaching through interviewing process because working outside of the home might be a little strained for you. So they will help coach you through that process. Also, we have people who have college degrees who can maybe help you with finding schools that may be interesting to you. All righty. How does that sound?
Sounds very hopeful.
I hear you using the word hopeful and your face once again smiling. I'm glad to see that. That's very encouraging. Well, what we can do is we can get you set up with our secretary and she'll give you a list of our resources. Now, before we go, I heard you say that you have spoken with your husband. Do you think he might be interested in meeting with us and perhaps we could come to the table and discuss future plans for the children?
Yes, ma'am. He said he would call me next week. Hopefully, I can get my phone up by then. I'm gonna try and sell something and get some money. But yes, ma'am. When he calls me, or I'll call him, I'll definitely run it across him, and I'll let you know what he says.
That sounds good. That sounds good. So How are you feeling now as we come to the close of our interview?
With this talk, I feel more hopeful. I'm a bit happier, and I'm excited to start this journey. Honestly.
Oh, it's so good to hear you excited. I'm so grateful. And I must say, Jonathan is a very well kept baby. He just sleeps through it. So, again, it's been very great to meet Jonathan again. And you take care, and our secretary will speak with you about the resources. Is that all right with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right, great. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
coming
much.
by.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye.